A very good morning, dear student, and warm welcome back in today's science class. So, dear student, I hope you all are safe and fit and fine at your home and stay home. So, as you know that in our previous class, just I briefly explain about the first chapter, and before going to vacation, we already discussed about the second chapter, that is nutrition in animals. So in that chapter, we discussed about how the digestion is taking place in the human being. What are the different steps of digestion? In that we already discussed about the ingestion, assimilation, digestion, and negations. This all the five different steps that we already discussed in our last class. So now, dear student, in today's class, I'm going to explain the remaining portions or remaining part or topic of this second chapter. So that is the digestion in a human being, means how the digestion is taking place in the human being. So already we discussed some the basic organs or different organs that play very crucial or very important role in the digestion process. So in that we discuss about the role of mouth, this buccal cavities, tongue, teeth, different type of teeth. We already discussed the four different type of teeth, role of tongue, saliva. So after that, now in today's class, we are going to discuss about the food pipe, esophagus, the stomach, small intestine, and the large intestine. These are also the main important part of a digestive system, or you can say the important organs of a alimentary canal. So here we are going to discuss one by one. Means जो पहले हमने डिस्कस किया था उसके अलावा जो भी डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स हैं जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम में एक इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं, महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाते हैं, तो उनका एक एक करके हम उनके फंक्शंस और उनके रोल को डिस्कस करेंगे. और वी ऑल्सो डिस्कस अबाउट द फंक्शन एंड द रोल एंड द स्ट्रक्चर्स. सो नाउ इट्स टाइम फॉर व्हाट without delaying too much, we are going to start the first point, that is the food pipe and the esophagus. Food pipe or esophagus means is a cylindrical pipe which started from water. Which has started from our buccal cavities or mouth, and last end up to water stomach, means open into the stomach. So हमारा बकल मुंह से यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो गई. दिस इज कॉल्ड द फूड पाइप और esophagus. So it is started from the buccal cavities or mouth and then is ended to where to connect or open into, you can say that, into the bag-like structures or in a stomach. So dear student, this esophagus or food pipe has no role in digestion, but it has in only the transportation of swallowed food from the buccal cavities to the stomach. मीन्स इसका कोई भी डाइजेशन में रोल नहीं है, लेकिन जो भी फूड अपन खाते हैं, जो अपन खाना निगलते हैं, उसको क्या करता है, ये एक ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है और कहाँ तक पहुँचाता है, इट सेंड बैक टू वेयर, टू द स्टोमक. नाउ दिस फूड पाइप and the another pipe, the both run parallel to this esophagus and the windpipe and both. So this windpipe means one which started from water nostrils, that is called a windpipe, which helps in the carrying water, oxygen or gas or air. And second one, this is a water food pipe जो food को carry करता है. दोनों parallel चलते हैं and both are originated from water pharynx that are situated at the buccal cavities, at the base of the buccal cavities. So now you see everybody in your textbook, it is better to understand if we go through this textbook, because we discuss one by one all these things that are given in your textbook. So please everybody open your textbook and see at the page number 25 the food pipe or the esophagus. So food pipe has no role in the process of digestion. It has only the transport the swallowed food from the buccal cavities to the stomach. The food pipe and the windpipe both originate from the pharynx, which acts as a common passage for water, food, and air. Okay. The windpipe carries air, as I told you that this windpipe carries water, air, and this esophagus or food pipe carry water or food. Okay, so this windpipe carry air from the nostrils and send it back to where? To the lungs. At the point of their separation, जहाँ पे दोनों ही सेपरेट होते हैं कौन से? The food pipe और windpipe. This food pipe and windpipe is separated at the point of at the common point that is called the water. That we have a structure, that the flap-like structure, that is called the epiglottis. That is called what? Epiglottis. So this epiglottis is what? At the point of their separation, there is a flap-like structure. It is what? This is flap-like structure. मीन्स ये ढक्कन जैसा स्ट्रक्चर्स होता है, फ्लैप लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स होता है, जो दोनों को क्या करता है? सेपरेट करता है। किसको? फूड पाइप को, इसोफेगस को और विंड पाइप को, ताकि फूड जो है बाई चांस इट कैन नॉट एंटर इनटू द विंड पाइप. It happen that sometimes we start puffing or choke suddenly when we are taking food or eating food. So why it has happened? Due to this food particles or food materials by chance entered into the wind pipe. Okay, so this prevented by this फ्लैप लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, एक ढक्कन जैसा स्ट्रक्चर होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एपिग्लोटिस, जो खाने को फूड पाइप में जाने से, दिस विंड पाइप में जाने से रोकता है. ओके, सो which closes the passage of the windpipe and guides the food into the food pipe. If by chance food particles enter the windpipe, we choke and cover it out. Both the pipes run side by side in the necrolysis. As I told you that both are run parallel to each other. And ये क्या करता है? This food pipe and air pipe guided the food materials into the food pipe or esophagus, and air passes through the windpipe to lungs, which helps in the breathing process or respiration. So food is, and now here in this food pipe, this food is pushed by some rhythmic action, that is called what? Peristaltic movement. So this peristaltic movements means is rhythmic contraction and relaxation by which this food is pushed into this food pipe. So the food is pushed down by the rhythmic contraction and expansion momentum of the wall of the food pipe. Food pipe की जो wall होती है उसमें क्या होता है? उसमें एक rhythmic contraction और expansion होता है, सिकुड़ता है, फैलता है, जिससे क्या होता है? Food particle जो अपन निकलते हैं वो नीचे की तरफ move होता है. Okay, so this movement is called what? Peristaltic movement. Okay. Many times this question is asked in exams, means which type of movement help in to push the food into the food pipe or in the esophagus. So that is called the peristalsis movement. This movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food forward. This is why the food does not come out our mouth. Or is it due to this peristaltic movement, this food does not come out when we are doing like yoga and other things. फिर जैसे हम अपसाइड ऊपर या उल्टे भी हो जाते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हमारा खाना ना वापस बाहर नहीं आता है, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पेरिस्टाल्टिक मोमेंटम. This is why food does not come out the mouth even if we stand upside down doing yoga. At the time of the food, it is not accepted by the stomach and it is vomited out. It may be due to the eating the wrong type of food or due to the indigestion. And sometimes कुछ खाते तो वापस जब ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता है तो क्या होता है? वोमिटिंग हो जाती है और वो खाने को अपन वापस या कचरा नहीं उसको बाहर निकाल देते हैं, क्योंकि ड्यू टू दिस ईटिंग ऑफ रॉन्ग फूड पार्टिकल और रॉन्ग फूड आइटम्स. Now next, the stomach. Means what is the role of the stomach in the digestion? So this stomach is a bag-like structure. You can say this like. So this stomach is a this J-like shaped bag-like structures which helps in the storing of food. So now see in your textbook, this is stomach. The stomach is a thick valvular J-shaped muscular bag on the left side of our abdomen. Where it is situated? It is situated at the left side of our abdomen, and it is the bag-like J-shaped muscular thick bag. It has the widest part of the alimentary canal. मीन्स ये सबसे चौड़ा और सबसे मोटा पार्ट है हमारे पूरे alimentary canal का और digestive system के जितने भी organs हैं, all the organs that are present in our alimentary canal, amongst that all this stomach is the widest part. It receives the food from and this is what you can say this is the food pipe. This is the esophagus. So it receives the food from the esophagus. This pipe-like structure is open into this J-like structures, and this is from where? From the buccal cavities or from the mouth, and it is open into this J-like bag-like structures that is called a stomach. So it receives the food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the smaller intestine. Where it is open, this is the small intestine. So from here clearly you can see that you can see here this the bag-like structure is open. This food pipe is open into the bag-like structures, and it connected to where the bottom part or the lower part is connected to the smaller intestine, and further this small intestine is connected to where to water to large intestine. So the wall of the stomach are responsible for the churning actions of mixing the paste like food, and the wall of this stomach, this wall of the stomach is help in the mixing of this food, and it is changed into the paste like or liquid material and that can be carried by the different this you can say the veins and blood muscles. So the components of the gastric juice are the mucus, hydrochloric acids, and the proteins digesting enzymes like pepsin. They all are found where they are found mixed with the food in the stomach. So in the stomach, there are the three different types of gastric juices as well. So that is the mucus. HCl, hydrochloric acid, and pepsin. So these are the three different enzymes that present in the stomach and that mix with the food in the stomach, and they play a different role. They have a different role in our stomach. So this mucus protect the lining of the stomach. This mucus have the role to protect the lining of this stomach. Means जो mucus होता है वो क्या करता है, stomach की inner lining होती है उसको protect करता है. Second one, this HCl it makes the food acidic in the stomach. So this acid kills or due to this acidic in nature, it kills the bacteria or the germs present in the food, and it prevent the food from spoiling. Means ये जो HCl होता है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, वो हमारे स्टोमक या पेट के जो मीडियम को एसिडिक बनाता है, वो एसिडिक मीडियम से जो हार्मफुल जर्म्स होते हैं, बैक्टीरिया होते हैं, उनको क्या करता है, किल करता है, मारता है और खाने को सड़ने से, स्पॉइल होने से बचाता है. So it makes the food and the medium of the stomach acidic, So that is the pepsin can work. Then this pepsin can start its work, and this pepsin breaks down for the protein. This pepsin works on the protein, and protein breaks down into the simpler substance. Means this pepsin will break down for the protein into simpler substance. So I hope you understood the role of this mucus to protect the inner lining of the stomach, HCl, hydrochloric acid. It protect the food getting spoilage. It makes the medium acidic in the stomach, which helps in killing the harmful bacteria or germs in the stomach. And pepsin works on the protein and convert it into or change into the simpler substance. Now there is small intestine. This small intestine is about 6.5 meter to 7 meter in length. It's a very highly coiled. इसकी जो length होती है लंबाई that is 6.5 meter to 7.5 meter approximately, and it's very coiled, highly coiled, and narrow in size. So the small intestine, now everybody see in your textbook page 26, smaller intestine. Now we go through this textbook by line, so it is better to understand for everyone. The small intestine is about 6 to 7.5 meters long, highly coiled, narrow, and 2.5 centimeter thick muscular tube. It's a muscular tube-like structure. It receives the secretion from the liver and the pancreas. इसमें क्या होता है, जो भी पैनक्रियाज और लीवर जो होते हैं, glands एक types of glands which release some secretion, so that mixed or received by this smaller intestine, which are poured into the common duct. Absorption in the small intestine, mostly the role of small intestine is absorption. Absorption means what are the useful material or substance or element of a food that can be absorbed by water, small intestine, and then it's sent to the through the blood to different parts of the body, and by it generate water energy. So during the absorption in a small intestine, there are the finger-like projection there, that is called water villi. इस स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के अंदर क्या होता है, उसके इंटरनल पार्ट में स्मॉल फिंगर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, एक अंगुली जैसे फिंगर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड विलाई. और दिस विलाई आर हैव द इम्पोर्टेंट रोल इन द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ फूड मटेरियल. So the absorption occurs with the help of a finger-like projections called the villi. In an inner lining of small intestine, the villi increases the surface area for the absorption. Or if this villi is increase the surface area, means ये surface area को ज़्यादा बढ़ाता है ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा absorption हो सके. Okay. The villi increases the surface area for the absorption of the digested food. Each villi has a network of thin and small blood vessels or the blood capillaries close to its surface. और ये जो these villi are connected to water, it have the thin network of this smaller blood vessels or thin blood vessels जो और capillaries जो क्या करते हैं, इस liquid food को carry करते हैं different parts of our body. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption. फिर क्या होता है कि जो liquid material जो food liquid part में convert हो जाता है, that will be sent to the different part of our body by this blood vessels or the capillaries. So this process is called water absorption. Okay. Now liver, you know everybody that liver is a water, the largest gland in our body. So liver also release or secrete different type of water secretion. So the liver is the largest gland in our body and weighs 1.5 kg. It is a maroon color. Okay, it's a maroon color and located at the right side of our abdomen. Okay, it secretes the bile juice. और liver से क्या secrete होता है? From the liver. secretes bile juice. Bile juice means it's a help in the process of digestion. So this secretes the bile juice which is stored in a smaller pouch that is called a gallbladder. ये जो है कहाँ पे स्टोर होता है, जमा होता है गाल ब्लैडर में. ओके, गाल ब्लैडर भी एक हमारा बॉडी का पार्ट है. तो जो लीवर रिलीज करता है दिस बाइली जूस, एंड दिस बाइली जूस इज स्टोर इन अ गाल ब्लैडर. ओके, द पैनक्रियास, देन सेकंड वन pancreas. This pancreas is also what? Pancreas is also gland of our body. It's the second largest gland in our body, and it secretes pancreatic juice, which also help in the digestion of food. So pancreas is the second largest creamy pink colored gland located right below the stomach. Besides the juices of the digestive glands, the wall of intestine also secretes juice called the intestinal juice. मीन्स इसके अलावा भी जो इधर साइड्स ऑफ स्टोमक और दिस इंटेस्टाइन, इनर पार्ट और इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ दिस इंटेस्टाइन इज आल्सो सीक्रेट सम स्पेशल काइंड ऑफ juice that is called intestinal juice, that is also help in the water, that is also help in the digestion of food. So by that this intestinal juice, the carbohydrates gets broken into the simple sugar like glucose, fat into the fatty acids. So by this action of this bile juice, pancreatic juice and intestinal juice, all the complex molecules, or you can say the larger molecules, change into smaller or simple molecules like carbohydrate change into the sugar, and fat change into water, fatty acids, and glycerols and proteins change into the amino acids. प्रोटीन जो है वो अमीनो एसिड में चेंज होता है, फैट जो है वो फैटी एसिड और ग्लिसरॉल में चेंज होता है जो एक सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स है, एंड कार्बोहाइड्रेट चेंज इनटू शुगर और ग्लूकोज, एंड व्हिच गिव्स अस एनर्जी. देन लास्ट पार्ट इज व्हाट? द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. जैसा कि नाम इसका लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन है, लेकिन ये साइज में बड़ा होता है, वाइड होता है, मोटा होता है, लेकिन लेंथ इसकी कम होती है. It is about 1.5 meter long. इसका जो 1.5 मीटर long जो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन है, बट वाइडर है ना स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन. लेकिन ये स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन से वाइडर है. It is a wider than a smaller intestine, but is a small in the length as compared to the small intestine. So it is wider and shorter than the small intestine. Its initial parts is called colon, and its function is to absorb the water, and it is started means initial part of this large intestine is called colon, and more important function of this large intestine is water to absorb the extra water and some vitamins that remains when the food is passed from this small intestine. So some part of vitamins and some other useful minerals and water are remain in that food material. So that will be again absorbed in this large intestine. The food that remains undigested and absorbs the enter into the rectum. Rectum is it is the you can say the end part of this large intestine. So through this rectum or anus, the undigested part is removed from our body through the waste material or even a skeleton. So through the anus, this undigested food is sent out from our body, and this is called this process is called defecation. Okay, defecation means what? To remove the undigested or the waste material or even skeleton from anus, that is called defecation. The throwing out of the unused and undigested food from the body is known as what? Egestion. Egestion means intaking of water. Egestion means what? Egestion means remove from our body, हमारे बॉडी से निकालना. स्टार्ट होता है दिस डाइजेशन फ्रॉम इनटेकिंग ऑफ फूड, और लास्ट फाइनल स्टेप वाटर टू रिमूव फ्रॉम अ बॉडी. ओके, or throughout through the body. Now, next step is for assimilation. Assimilation of food. Assimilation of food means the absorption of the food material. When this food material change or convert into the liquid type of substance, so the important minerals or important nutrients are absorbed by the food. This process is called what? Assimilation. So now you see in your textbook, assimilation of food. We just read this paragraph. The absorbed substances are transported by the blood vessels. कि जो भी हमने absorption हुआ small intestine and large intestine, और वो absorbed फूड मटेरियल जो है वो ब्लड वेसल्स के थ्रू जब सेंड कर दिया जाता है, सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड वाटर एसिमिलेशन. एंड बाय दिस water from this the liquid material, food materials, the energy is generated, and that energy is utilized for the performing many type of activities by our body or in a daily life. So where they are utilized to liberate the energy or used to build the complex substances such as the proteins required by the growth of the body, this is called assimilation. So assimilation simple सा है कि जो भी absorb material है वो blood capillaries या blood vessels के द्वारा different part में send कर दिया जाता है, उससे energy released होती है and it forms what the complex molecules which helps in the building of our body and the growth of our body. This is called what assimilation. In the cell, the glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen, and we know that by the process of respiration. Okay, so that glucose changes into water. That glucose changes into water by the process of respiration. It forms energy in the form of ATP, and it also releases water, carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of ATP. By the breakdown of this glucose. Now next, the last topic of this chapter, that is what the digestion in the grass eating animals. So grass eating animals means mostly this grass contain water cellulose. So that cellulose cannot be digested by the human being because we don't have such a like of structures or such a type of chemicals which helps in the digestion of for cellulose. So that cellulose can be digested by only what animals, because they have their body structures or digestive systems suitable for the digestion of cellulose. So many animals, now see in your textbook at last 27 page number, this is the last topic of this chapter. Many animals including humans cannot digest cellulose. Some animals like cattle, sheep, antelopes, deer, giraffe, etc. can digest cellulose easily. They have this special stomach called the rumens, और इनका स्टोमक का जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है वो डिफरेंट होता है. दे हैव द डिफरेंट फोर चैम्बर्स इन देयर स्टोमक दैट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द ह्यूमन बीइंग. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर मोस्टली सुटेबल फॉर वाटर डाइजेशन ऑफ cellulose. So they chew the cod regurgitated from the rumens and therefore they are known as a ruminants. So this type of organisms जो cellulose को digest कर सकते हैं animals are known as what ruminants animals. They are large shack-like structures between the small intestine and the large intestine. इनका जो स्टोमक बैग-like structure होता है, sac-like structure होता है, that's between the small intestine and the large intestine. But we have what stomach, this bag-like structure, then the small intestine, and the followed by the large intestine. Sorry. The special stomach is divided into the four chambers. As I told you that इनका जो ruminant organisms होते हैं, इनका जो stomach होता है, that is what divided into the four different chambers or part. These animals chew their food continuously even after the feeding. वो क्या करते हैं, एक बार में काफी खाना निकल लेते हैं, उसके बाद में उसको ruminate करते रहते हैं, उसको चबाते रहते हैं. ओके, आपने देखा होगा many times you observe at your homes if you have the pet animals like cow and a buffalo. So क्या करता है, quickly they eat too much grass and then after during free time वो क्या करता है, अपने पेट स्टोमक में से वापस उस खाने को मुंह में लाकर चबाता रहता है, उसका मुंह चलता रहता है. ओके, द क्विकली swallows the grass and store it in one of the chamber of a stomach, है ना. जैसे मैंने कहा कि बहुत सारा एक साथ में खा लेते हैं, फिर स्टोमक के एक चैम्बर में इसको स्टोर करता है. Later they bring the swallowed food back to the mouth and start chews, and usually because of this they are also called the curd chewing animals. तो क्या करते हैं वो खूब सारा एक बार बचा ना निकल लेते ना ग्रास चारा जो खा लेते हैं वो स्टोर कर लेते हैं, लेकिन बाद में वो उसको वापस मुंह में लाकर चबाते रहते हैं, उसको पीसते रहते हैं. सो ऐसे जो एनिमल्स होते हैं दैट इज कॉल्ड curd chewing of animals, and this process of chewing of food is called what rumination. Their food is rich in the cellulose, as I told you that कि जो grass होता है animals का जो food होता है वो is rich in cellulose. Cellulose is also a part of carbohydrates. It's a type of carbohydrate. The food then goes to the second chamber, and the cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of the cellulose bacteria. Then it will pass to the second chamber where the cellulose digestive bacteria are present, so they help in the digestion of that cellulose, but we don't have this type of a structure of our stomach. That's why we cannot able to digest cellulose. In the next two chambers the proteins are digested and way they are digested in our stomach. And then last जो third and fourth chamber होता है उसमें प्रोटीन का जो है वो डाइजेशन होता है. प्रोटीन इज डाइजेस्टेड एट थर्ड चैम्बर्स एंड फोर्थ चैम्बर एज ह्यूमन बीइंग में होता है, वैसे का वैसा डाइजेशन होता है. सो द ओनली डिफरेंस इज दैट दे हैव द स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ cellulose digestive bacteria in their water stomach, and they have the different four chambers of the stomach, and that stomach is situated in between the small intestine and large intestine. So it is all about what this chapter or digestion in the grass eating animals. So I hope you enjoy this class and everybody you understood all these things. If anybody have any kind of doubt in your mind, you are free to ask anytime to me. Okay. So once again, thank you. Today's class is finished, and next I will send you the question answer of this exercise of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day, and thank you.